It is 6 a.m. now on your Tuesday morning as we are tracking the snow coverage this morning. This is a live look in Geauga County, Chesterland, and as you see, it is coming down. That's definitely making an impact there.
Yeah, take a look at the square. I mean, it's feeling festive, as we've been talking about, but as you can see, cars trying to make it through. Plows are still trying to get out and clear those roads. So if you're headed out anytime soon, we have a lot of information for you, no matter where you're living within Northeast Ohio. We have team coverage this morning with Chief Meteorologist Betsy Kling working around the clock, looking at that radar. We have a team of reporters out on the roads. But Betsy, as we saw those drivers making their way through, we got to take more time. We know the drill.
Right, and that's in Chesterland, which is part of the snowbelt area. Keep in mind, 2 hours ago, they had no snow on the ground.
Right.
Impact.
So that's, I mean, that's
the heavy snow.
The power of this snow band, right?
Exactly, and it is having a big impact on the roads. As you can see, we have a lot of orange, and you definitely can tell where the snow is. People in Akron and Canton, Ashland, in Mansfield over towards Sandusky, they're just living the dream. It's just another morning. And Tropical Dover, of course, I have to shout out Tropical Dover because I love that area. And they always just seem to be a little bit warmer than everybody else. But smooth sailing everywhere except where that snow band is coming down. And we are starting to see a lot of slowdowns now. Road speeds at about 27 miles per hour currently on 271. Folks are taking it slow. And as the traffic continues to pick up, it gives less and less of a chance for the plows to catch up. So this is where we kind of have that snowballing effect, pun intended, throughout the rest of the morning's commute. So do plan on some slow going. I think you're going to make it though. So if you've got to get out, you're going to make it. Just give yourself a little bit of extra time. If you don't have to go out in the next couple of hours, wait. Take as long as you can because that'll give those roads a chance to get cleared out. Speeds at 31 miles per hour on 90 inbound. We have 38 mile per hour speeds in Lake County on I-90, which is not too bad. It is pretty slow going though. There is one crash. The right two lanes were blocked earlier, so that is traffic backed up on the Interbelt Bridge, but I-90 eastbound, that crash at Carnegie, so obviously that is going to stack things up a little bit. This is a current picture, ODOT picture of Cleveland at Dead Man's Curve. That is where 90 takes that right-hand turn instead of driving you straight into the lake. And you can see that obviously there is a lot more traffic that is on the roads, but we also have that very heavy snow that is coming down. Visibility is restricted not just because of the intensity of the snow, but because we have a lot of wind that is going on too. Westlake, we had a very clear picture not too long ago, and now we have a lot of snow that is coming down. Also in Avon, you can kind of see the difference there between in the band, not in the band. And you can see that we are starting to get some accumulation on the road and the bridge decks. Bridges are going to get the snow first, but I think the roads are also going to start to freeze up here because we have temperatures that are in the low 20s. The band is continuing to slowly march its way to the south. We still have snow ongoing in the primary snow belt, probably seeing some vastly improved conditions for the lakeshore areas in Lake County. Meanwhile, Avon Lake, Avon up into Sheffield Lake getting into some of that heavy snow now, as well as Westlake and Bay Village, Rocky River, Lakewood, west side of Cleveland, that Clifton neighborhood as this band comes in. This is the band that drops very intense snow over a short period of time, and then it's out of here. Once this thing moves south, it's going to break up, and we hopefully will be done with it. But we are expecting this snow to continue for much of the morning, and you can see this band does continue out to the west. I think it's going to start to break up. It's going to lose its connection with Lake Michigan. It's going to get away from that lake influence. It's not going to be allowed to gather as much of that moisture or heat out of the lake, and that will really help to dissipate it as it moves south. But all of us have to deal with very cold temperatures. Wind chills currently are in the single digits. Air temperatures in the teens to right around 20. We stay in the 20s today. The lake snow, the heavy lake snow, is confined to this morning. By this afternoon, it's just going to be periodic light to moderate snow showers, nothing we haven't dealt with before, although it will still be blustery and cold. And then variably cloudy skies tonight with temperatures dropping back into the teens. Tomorrow, we're probably going to be above freezing. So it's kind of a weather whiplash for us.
Yeah, it really is amazing. All right, Betsy, thank you so much. 6:05, we want to turn to our team coverage of this morning's snow, especially when it looks what it looks like out on the roads.
It really is amazing to see all the different areas and how different it is in different spots, right? It is our first big snowfall of the season. So we're going to go live now to Kara Cotton, who's on the east side for us this morning. Kara, how are things looking for you now?
Hey, good morning, guys. As you mentioned, I've been here on the east side all morning long. And as you can see behind me, I'm here on Center Street, and traffic is flowing pretty well. Snowplows have done a great job of getting these roads cleared this morning, traffic moving smoothly. But again, we want to encourage everyone to take their time if they do have to go out today. But if you don't, stay inside, snuggle up with a blanket, a nice cup of coffee or something like that, just to enjoy the weather. The wind is pushing through extremely hard. Betsy mentioned that earlier, that the wind is the cause for all of this lake effect snow. And again, it is doing a great job of pushing me over here this morning. But as I mentioned, ODOT has done a great job at keeping those roads clear this morning, and that took a lot of preparation. So I'll toss things over to Carmen Blackwell, who's at the Salt Garage. Good morning, Carmen.
Good morning to you, Kira. I just hopped out of the live truck. I was trying to stay warm for as long as possible here. I'm not sure if you guys can actually make out. There's just snow flurries that are blowing past my face right now. The wind chill, if anything else, is what will really nip you in the butt here. Talk about when it's so cold that it feels like it's biting you just a bit. That's certainly the case here this morning. Take a look just at the snowfall right here on the ground. I would say it's probably no more than about an inch, possibly even or two, of snowfall there, and I took off my gloves just so I was able to do that for you. But look at the snow accumulation that's popped up here, or piled up rather, at the ODOT garage. Let me tell you something. When we first got here to Euclid, it was a mess. I'm going to be honest with you. The snowfall was absolutely outrageous, and we couldn't even really make out the roadway here. But after getting off of I-90 and getting into Euclid and taking Euclid Avenue, it's really calmed down. And as I say that, of course, the wind is dusting up a lot of the snowfall. But if you're heading out today, again, we keep saying this, and we'll keep saying this all morning long. Try to leave a little bit early and drive slow, please. Back to you.
Yeah, hey, good morning to you guys from Westlake right now. Hey, I'll tell you what, it has really picked up in the past 15 minutes or so of what we've been seeing right now, right outside of Columbia Road, right now off of 90. And if you just watched this just even about half an hour ago from my last live shot, it was what I would consider maybe a dusting. I'm saying this a full-on snow of what we have right here. I'm not going to go as far to say whiteout conditions that we're seeing here on the west side, but it really is coming down pretty hard. I mean, just even take into consideration that the grass over here from my last live shot had nothing sticking to it, but now you can see that it is really starting to accumulate on the grass right now. But really what we want to show right now is your traffic commute right now, either if you're going out west or if you're going east into downtown Cleveland. I mean, compared to what we were at 5:30, it is really started to accumulate here on the road. And again, ODOT doing as best they can to possibly keep up with this, to keep this clear. But, you know, what they're talking about is 1 to potentially 2 inches of accumulation over an hour period, Dave. So it's really just hard to be able to continue to keep these clear. So as you're heading out this morning, if you're heading west or if you're heading east, make sure you are taking slow. But we're going to be here all morning long, keeping you updated.
Yeah, this is definitely a sight to see. Maybe rethinking the hat idea here this morning, Austin? No
regrets, Dave. This is the official barometer of WKYC of how much accumulation I get in my hair.
That's a good point. All right. Let's go with no hat. Austin, thank you. We'll have continuing coverage for you all day long over at wkyc.com and on our WKYC weather app. And don't forget all the school closings coming in at the bottom of your screen.